Let's go! Hit the throttle!
That's what I've been saying.
This is something really special.
Whoa.
Let's go. Watch your step.
Ew. Engine ready!
Skeleton Crew, new episodes Tuesdays on Disney.
Before we start today's video, check out our affiliate links in the description down below. These can make some great gifts with the holiday season just around the corner, or even a gift for yourself. It supports the channel at no extra cost of you. Thanks so much. May the force be with you, and enjoy the video.
Hello there. This is where the fun begins.
While Star Wars' latest TV show, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, functions as somewhat of a standalone series, it is still a part of the Mandoverse and intertwining with its characters and storylines to a bigger, larger capacity known as the Mandoverse, and there is still quite a bit of potential for a second season of the show continuing on, should Star Wars make it happen. Skeleton Crew's cast is almost entirely composed of the brand new characters, particularly its ensemble of the four children, Wim, Neil, Fern, and KB, and their unlikely ally, a mysterious scoundrel named Jad-Na Wood, played by Jude Law. Skeleton Crew's story is vastly different from anything Star Wars has ever pursued before, as it follows these children getting lost within a greater galaxy and trying to make their way back home to At-Aten. Despite these unique cast and story elements, Skeleton Crew's timeline is still rooted in the Mandalorian era, creating the opportunity for more story development to take place. This begs the question of Skeleton Crew Season 2 happening or not, with a story that perhaps weaves itself even more into the era that it's set within, or simply as it carries the story of its first installment even further. So what are we expecting with a Skeleton Crew Season 2 for one, and for another, is it even going to happen? It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it and break it all down for you guys right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here, not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. For one, it should be known clear and cut that Skeleton Crew was initially pitched as a one and done single season, and that season 2 was never in the original plans, but that very well may happen. It's Disney and Lucasfilm after all. There's always a story to be told, especially if it makes money. The first thing that we know about Skeleton Crew's future is that it wasn't originally intended to receive a second installment with a second season. Creators Jon Watts and Christopher Ford actually pitched the idea as a movie initially, long before the Disney Plus era of Star Wars storytelling was established, and it has since transformed into the television show that we know and love today, maybe for the better. This means that plans for Skeleton Crew Season 2 are already limited heading into the future. This, however, doesn't make Season 2 impossible for the Star Wars adventure to continue on, and that there are some hopes for Season 2. And so, as into the case with just about any television series, there is still hope for Skeleton Crew Season 2, especially with what this TV show is expected to cover over the course of its run, and especially as we near its final 2 episodes. With an emphasis on pirates and Star Wars, there's really no shortage of storytelling space that Skeleton Crew can push into. Pirates have shown up in Star Wars stories for decades on end, in live action, animation, comics, video games, novels, and so much more, which means that there's a lot of potential for enriching the lore more by perhaps expanding more into these pirates based on how the children's story continues to unfold. The timeline of Skeleton Crew as well could also raise the possibility of the series moving forward with a second season. Should Lucasfilm desire to weave another story deeper into the fabric of the Mandalorian era, perhaps to tell stories meant for other projects of Star Wars' New Republic era that are no longer happening, maybe perhaps something into the regards of Rangers of the New Republic, then Skeleton Crew could be the place to do it in a creative way. Recently, the show's creators made some intriguing comments that when combined with a milestone the show surpassed, which could hint at a second season very well could be on the way. And so, in a recent interview with Collider.com, Jon Watts and Christopher Ford, the show's creators, were asked whether Skeleton Crew Season 2 was possible, and more importantly, what kind of story would it tell? In response, Watts and Ford had this to say, end quote, "We 100% have an idea for a second season and know what we would do. We have built in ticking clock for the kids and their age, so we would be writing towards that. You'll be growing up with the kids. It would be something like a 3 to 4 year time jump to make sense, of course." Ending that quote right there. I mean, there you have it. And honestly, it's my first time even hearing about this, and I think that would be amazing. They downright confirm and say that, yeah, we have ideas for a second season and even a plan to kind of go along with the kids as they age. Very similar to with what Netflix did with Stranger Things. The creators compared this approach to Stranger Things, speaking of, insisting that Skeleton Crew Season 2, should it happen, would not pick up a day or two after the conclusion of Season 1, but much rather have a couple years of a time jump. This is certainly a smart move, especially with how quickly children around this age of Skeleton Crew's cast can grow up with. And beyond these more specific details provided, it is simply an exciting update that Skeleton Crew Season 2 very well could happen. John Watts and Christopher Ford clearly have a potential idea mapped out already, and with Skeleton Crew recently ranking highest on Disney Plus's charts, the future really does look quite bright. And while this isn't a direct announcement or confirmation by any means from Star Wars themselves, this definitely is a very exciting update to hear about Skeleton Crew and its future, and with what the show's creators themselves have to say about that they have a story mapped out and that they have a plan for it to go into motion as well. It's really just about the higher ups over at Lucasfilm giving that green light to go move forward. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated so they're always changing, so make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.